Hi everyone, just hold on a minute while they come on.
A very new, inspiring setup even for myself, right? And thank you, Joanne. No, like our guest today is like, oh, let's give a big welcome to Joanne. Okay, it's cool. I think the video is working right now.
Yes.
Just now, like you're probably seeing me talking from the background. Now you can see the very good setup over here. I want to thank the JDot teams and Joanne for willing to host the Winning Mondays with us this
Yes.
morning in this fantastic startup studio.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Joanne. I'm from one of agent from Reapfield. So I actually run a team called JDot Property, and connecting the dots, as you can see from the bunting, is actually our podcast channel. That is, we usually will have every week we'll release an episode. And we'll talk with different agents in our team, as well as different players in the real estate industry. Yeah.
And we're so excited, right? Because this month we talk about branding yourself online. 2 weeks ago, we have Francis who talk about using Google Business to build your business. And last week, we actually off. And this week is just nice because we want to talk about Hari Malaysia.
Yeah.
And once again, congratulations, Joanne, that you have been one of the winner of the BOVEAP short films competitions. And we want to, before we even go deep into that, we want to play the video clip of this winning video clip from Joanne and the team. Yeah, maybe we get the teams ready to play the videos. Yeah, while we reflect back, celebrating 1 week after Hari Malaysia and how a life on the agents be like when you eventually actually do so. Let's see the teams ready. And actually, in fact, I sent a lot of these videos linked to all our CBD participants.
Okay.
And many of them come back to me and tell me that, hey, this is so real. And not just it's so real, right? It's so funny.
Yeah. So hope you guys enjoy the video.
Yeah, okay, now the video is on.
Selamat pagi Malaysia. Sepenuh hari Malaysia pada hari ini, kita akan mainkan lagu Anak Malaysia. Jom kita dengarkan.
I'm so sorry, guys. I think I'm going to be late for the open house. I have a viewing.
Hey, today's holiday. What? You still working?
Yalah, real estate agent. Mana ada cuti. Tak apa. This one is a quick one.
Better don't take too long, girl.
Okay. I promise I'll come. See you soon. Bye. Okay. Let's gonna make this quick. Okay, now we wait. Cancel? Baguslah. Okay, I think I can still make it. Hello?
Hi, Joanne ke ni?
Ya, ini Joanne.
I ada tengok rumah you dekat TTDI tu lah. Masih available ke?
Yeah, available.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Saya Ramli.
Okay, so Mr. Ramli, that's the car porch. So come take a look inside.
I think that's all lah, Joanne. I think I need to go.
You are going? You don't want to come in?
It's okay. Semua dah settle dah. Semua dah settle dah. Okay?
Okay, bye. Let's go.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
Remember this? Can we view the house? I promise you it'll be a quick one. Joanne, thank you so much for the fantastic tour. We really learned so much from you.
It's my pleasure. Okay, I'm done for the day. Hello?
Hello Joanne, saya Carol. Rumah di TTDI tu masih available ke?
Yes, it is.
Saya tahu hari ni cuti kan. But is it possible for a viewing? I'm actually from Sabah and my husband and I are relocating in KL because
Sayang anak Malaysia, sayang anak Malaysia.
Right. So we are trying to guess whether like things is going on. So the mic's volume is on. Okay, that's good. So we also have a lot of you like actually watching this show on YouTube, and also some of you actually got the link from LinkedIn as well. And for those of you are on Zoom live with us, welcome to the show once again. And if you're on Facebook live, please do like, comment this, and also share to your friends and family so that we have more people watching this live together with us.
Yeah.
All right, Joanne, so some questions for you,
Yeah.
So how it all begins, like you're so busy and you still have time to take part in this competition. Would you want to share with us how these things goes all about?
Sure. I think I only know about this competition through Jonathan Lee. So he was like, hey, go and sign up, I think he's aware that my team, our vision is to really leverage on media power to actually complement with our sales strategy. So I think what I meant by that is when I say that leverage on media team is also he is aware that we do have our in-house media team, which means we have 2 videographers and editors who are working with us full-time that help us to produce videos, content, even podcasts right now, so that we can create our good branding as well as to add more values to our clients. So when he know that I'm in this media thing, so he was like, hey, why not you go and sign up for this competition? Then I was like, oh, what competition is this? Then he gave me the link and asked me to sign up. And for me, the reason why Jonathan and I decided, Jonathan Quack, which is my partner, decided to sign up for it is because number one, it is a different content that our media team can actually use this opportunity to use their creativity to create a different kind of content rather than selling properties or podcasts. So we felt that it's a good chance for them to be exposed and to use their creativity to create short film. Okay, that was one of the reasons. Second reason is because I think we felt that, hey, 10,000, in order to be top 3. So we felt that I think it's worth to just carve out some time to sign up for it, and hopefully we will win. So I think, to be honest, the reward is actually quite motivating for us. Yeah.
So the cash prize of
correct,
10,000.
Correct.
But imagine I was with you on that night, right, receiving the 10,000 cash. Wow, the feeling is different.
Yeah. It's different. We're like, okay, now we have more money to invest, buy a new camera or things like that. So I think that was very motivating, something that we want to try out. And I think we underestimated the prep time to produce such a short film. It's only a 3-minute film, but it took us almost 48 hours. So like 8 hours full day shooting for 2. And I think our editor took about 5 working days to edit a 3-minute video. So to a certain extent, we actually wanted to submit 2 videos. So one video is about me and one video is about Jonathan Quack. But because the shooting time and editing time took longer than what we expected, so we sort of forgo the second video.
So you technically have the second videos of Jonathan Quack?
No, the second video, the storyboard was there.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Never film up.
No. Yeah.
So that's for next year, Jonathan Quack, if you are hearing this.
yes, hopefully Yeah, it's just that we actually created a storyboard already, but we just felt that it just takes too long to produce a second one.
Would you want to share with us, like from the beginning, like the prep, the preparations to the productions to the post-production, the entire from storyboard? How do you actually come up with such a good storyline?
Yeah, I think for this particular short film, it's we have all our media team and John and I to just brainstorm together. I think I would say it's somehow it just pops in my mind that because they gave us a brief that we have to follow, it talks about we have to give a narrative about what the agent's life is. It can be a personal story, it can be anything that deals with your story. Actually, they want to sell the story. So I felt that okay, let's talk about a day of an agent's life. And then I asked multiple agents like, oh, so what is the most ridiculous thing that happened as an agent, during your showing, your viewing, or your listing appointment? So we sort of compile everyone's story together.
Okay.
And then I was just thinking back, what were my stories? So we just choose like the top 3 to 4 elements, and then we just put it together like that. So that's how the storyboard came into place.
So you actually have a group of panels to
yes. Yeah, so we asked all our agents, hey, what is so funny? Is there something? I think actually we have a lot of stories we want to tell, but unfortunately we were constrained by 3 minutes, so we just couldn't tell. In fact, right, we have one more element in the story that we have to cut off. And it's quite sad because Carol, one of our team, she was one of the actors in like the little, I think 3 minutes, but our editor just feel that he just cannot fit into the 3 minutes video already. So we have to cut that out. Yeah, so there's I think as a real estate agent, why we chose that is because we want to resonate with everyone in the industry. It's very relatable. It's also something that it happens. So it's actually based on true life stories lah. Yeah, so that's how the inspiration came about.
Interesting. So like you might want to consider, you know, like some of all these parts, right? Probably a special editions, you know, right? People will be looking forward to actually see this. I personally, when I first watched this video and the entire company was just promoting, say, hey, no, let's vote for them. And I said, when I said it, like, wow, this is really good. Now it's like I can resonate with it. And in fact, as I told you that I sent to I think it's over hundreds of CPD participants, and many of them have come back with a lot of very positive feedback. Well, this is so real, so true, and
that's
this
very
is
encouraging to hear.
Yeah, really, that's true. That's why the other day I asked you for the links, right? Hey, where's the YouTube link that I can send to them? Okay, it's good. No, like that we are in these studios right now. Today we talk about the online branding presence. And there are some equipments and some setup that we cannot avoid if we want to do those, right? We are in this very nice studio. And would you want to share with us, you know, how much does it actually cost you, if you don't mind, you know, to set up things like these, the amount of cameras that we actually have in front of us?
Okay, so actually in this setup, we have, because it's a live broadcast, so we actually use a webcam as our main camera. And then we also have 2 iPhones on the side. And we have 2 lightings right now that we are using, 2 softbox lighting. And then I would say 2 mics. So these are pod mics.
Very heavy mic.
Yeah, very heavy mic. And then a table and a mic stand and maybe some props like for branding purposes. So when we started to wanting to say that, okay, let's do podcast, we have a space. Okay, we actually have an office here, and then we just take out 1 room to do a studio. And to buy all the equipments, I think in total, I think it cost us about 7,000 to 8,000, including that we bought a new iPhone 15 last year. So this is our initial capital setup. But eventually, we want to also invest more better equipment, for example, better mic stand and different setup. So we have just finished shooting our first season of our podcast. So we're going to take a 2 weeks break, and then we're going to change this setup into for season 2.
Wow, so so probably the last guest who actually see this setup.
Yes. We're going to change this very soon. And if you have not followed us, you know, do follow us on Connecting the Dots. We are on Spotify as well as on YouTube. So every week we'll release an episode, and then we will just talk about. We don't just interview our agents, but we also interview like vendors in the real estate industry. So for example, we have done interviews with Lelong Boy, Gordon.
We
talk about the Lelong market. We have talked with Cura Rent. So they are a vendor that helps to make over a unit and then you can rent it out easier. So I think our podcast purpose is to add values to our listeners so that they are more knowledgeable or more they can get more insights now on what's happening to the real estate.
So how consistent is this podcast that you're actually doing?
So it's every week.
So it's every week.
Yes.
So how long does it actually take from the shootings to the editings and then actually uploaded to the channel?
So the way we do it, as you know, right, as real estate agents, we are very, very busy, right?
Exactly.
We may miss 1 or 2 shooting day, which happen. So to avoid that, we normally shoot in advance. So for example, if season 2 is scheduled to be published in November, so in October, 2 weeks before the publishing date or the airing date, we have to have few episodes in the pipeline already. So we won't feel rushed to publish it. So normally our podcast is around 30 minutes to 45 minutes an episode. And then editing, it will take about 1 day. Okay. And then we will just put it in our content bank, our video bank. So every week we have a different episode to air it, to publish it. So we work in advance in order to avoid, we cannot shoot, that's why we have to miss an episode.
Will you do some things like you actually do this was shooting day,
Yes.
you actually do like couple of episodes in that one day?
No.
Or you will still separate it?
We still separate it. Once we will shoot one episode a week, and our podcast shooting day is every Wednesday. But we do time block. Every Wednesday morning is our podcast day.
Okay, so you actually do the recordings on Wednesday morning?
Yes.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that it will get published the following week lah. So that's how we
it will at least like probably 2-3 weeks later, then it will be published. So
That's
enough
right.
time for your team to actually edit and put it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Correct.
cool,
That's
nice.
how we do it. And I think podcast is something I feel you don't really need. I mean, if you're talking about budget constraint, for example, because we did spend about almost close to 10K lah with all the cables and headphones or whatnot. I think that is still a budget way to do it. Actually, right, by just Zoom like that, put a webcam in front of you and you can just have a podcast. Honestly.
Like how we do it?
Yes. So the most importantly, I think it's really to just do it first and then try to improve along the way.
So as you keep doing it, right, you actually see the
Correct.
difference. So the biggest challenge for a lot of you, like even for ourselves, right, to actually start something new is always starting.
Yes.
Right. Once we actually get the hang of starting, then I think the next thing is to remain consistency. Now you actually have a week. Then you know once you actually get yourself out there, now people are waiting next week your content. So you got no choice. But actually people are holding you accountable to ensure that this keep going.
So I remember because our coach is also one of our coach is Melvin Lim from Property Lim Brothers Singapore. So he actually warned us that okay, if you have decided to do this media thing, right, you cannot stop. Like you just cannot afford to stop, because once you stop, you lose your followers, you lose audience, and then very fast your audience would turn to another person. You will lose that connection with your audience. And I still remember the first 3 episodes of our podcast. I think Jonathan and I did struggle a lot. I mean, especially for Jonathan, because he felt that what's the purpose of doing podcast? Like he just cannot grasp the importance of it. But I just kept encouraging him. I said, we just have to do it. And to me, I think my biggest why to start a podcast is to let our clients know the most authentic self of us, because podcast is unscripted.
It's scripted. That's why I didn't send you any question.
Correct. It's really unscripted. And it's something that your clients can actually see who you are behind the pitching of yourself, And I mean, when we go to pitch our listing, we always try to present ourselves the best. It doesn't mean that we are fake. It's just that we became very objective oriented. But when it comes to podcast, we can talk anything that we want, the way that we deliver our thoughts, our speech, our communication. That's where I feel that the clients are able to see a different side of us, and we also can build credibility from there.
It also shows that whether that you are ready.
Correct.
Ready at any time. Sometimes we can actually script and prepare all the things that we want. But this is where what's really lacking on the online social media, AI nowadays, is the transparency, the authenticity of things right now.
That's right.
Really, really
That's why I like it. I really like podcasts because it's very raw. Very real. And you just put a mic on, you people can hear your voice lah.
We have some questions, like in fact, let me see, right? The first question is from Parul. We say how involved are you in the editing process, or does your editor manage the content? Second question is like, what can we expect would be the cost of engaging an editor?
Okay, good question. So number one is I am not involved in the editing work at all. Meaning when I say I'm not involved, I really don't sit down on the computer to edit lah. Okay, but my editor does the whole editing, and what I do is I review their work. So every time they have edited something, we have to sit down and review with them, and then they will redo it, amend it, and then when I say it's okay, then it's only okay to publish. So to hire a full-time editor, I think right now you can get fresh grad. I think 1,000 plus you can get.
1,000 plus, okay,
I think
right.
So 1,008 maybe around there. You can get but it's very fresh lah, very 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 fresh. To get more experienced one, you're talking about 3,000 to 5,000, and then of course more advanced, you're talking about maybe 5 to 7. I think this is probably the range lah.
Yeah, yes, Farouk, that you can actually go and engage and see what's the market rate.
Yes,
Like
yes.
NG, can you hear me right now? So you say that I'm quite far from the mic, so that you actually didn't hear me clearly. So
Yes,
let me
now,
know if
thank
you
you,
can hear me.
Lucas.
So even
Yeah.
there's
Yes,
a comments from Farouk earlier that said that Joanne is the next Michelle Yeoh. Oh.
Wow, that is too much, too much. Very, very, very far away.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Okay. So like we talk about the setup, we talk
Mm.
about the productions from
Yeah.
storyboards to the end. So let's talk about some success stories, no?
Yeah.
Like that's all these things actually just some gimmicks, some
Yeah.
like make you feel good, or it actually bring in some dollars, no?
Okay.
To you.
Yes. Okay. So if you have not followed our YouTube channel, we have a YouTube channel, JDot Property. Just search on it. Do follow and subscribe us if you are watching live right now. On that YouTube channel, we do release our home tour video shoot. So home tour video shoot is what we add value to our clients who engage us as exclusive agents. So we will plan out what we're going to talk about, the great selling point of the property. And then we're going to bring our videographers to go. And then we're going to script it. Okay, that has to be scripted. Then we will shoot the video and then we will publish it. So those kind of home tour video, it is around 10 to 12 minutes video. And why we decided to do a long form YouTube video is really because we want to add more value to the video. I think, yes, nowadays a lot of people say, oh, nobody will watch a long form video. You know, they will lose interest after 10 seconds. You know, that is really the stat. That's why people like TikTok a lot. But I think for us, we still feel that long form video has its value because if let's say this person is willing to watch my entire video and willing to pick up the phone and call us to make an appointment, right? And that's it. We know that this buyer is super genuine.
It's already qualified.
Yes, it's super qualified. And when they normally come, right, they already, oh, I watched a video already. Come, I just want to feel the place, you know. I just want to, it's the sensory thing already lah. You know, it's the experience thing to decide whether they want to offer or not. And true enough, our SS18 home tour video actually has the highest views. And we did close that house through YouTube video.
Through YouTube video,
Yes. Yeah. And I think there are a few more that they actually would say, oh, I've watched the video and I want to make an appointment. So normally even the way that we filter our prospects, so people, for example, that click in through portals, they didn't watch the video yet. So we will also send the video out and tell them that, you know, why don't you watch the video first? And if you are still interested, you need more information, we are here to help you and we'll arrange an appointment with you.
That video serves a lot of purpose itself, right? Even though that they might not watch the video first, but they come from the portal or any inquiries that actually see the banners and you will still send them so that they actually see it if let one round of filter.
Yeah, definitely. I think another point of view is from the seller side. So when we show this to our sellers, right, they are very impressed. They're like, wow, you know, you guys are willing to spend so much money to do something that a lot of agents did not do, or they don't do in such an extent that, you know, you have your full-time videographers to come, you talk about pricing analysis, you talk about the overview of the location, you know, you talk about a lot of details that we put into the home tour shoot. So that helped us to actually gain a lot of trust and credibility from our sellers. And it's probably easier to get exclusive at 3%. So if you say that translate to dollars, I feel that that's really an opportunity for us to gain our income. Yeah. That way.
Do you only do exclusivity properties now, or you still do like those?
No, we still do general. We definitely still take general. I think we are still not so choosy lah. You know, a property can be sold, we will still take on.
Even the general, you will also do the home tour as well?
So it really depends. I think we are still working on certain criteria on what kind of property we should do and we shouldn't do. But because right now we are building our content, so we are still not at a place that we want to be super selective. But then again, we also have to exercise certain discretion on whether we want to take on to do or not.
Yeah. It actually serves many purposes, right?
Yes.
You actually can build the contents from there. At the same
That's
time,
right.
it's like potential for you to actually get exclusivity
Correct.
is very much there.
Yeah.
And also they actually give a lot of trust to the owner
Yes.
that, hey, you do so much for me.
Yes.
Compared to another agent that actually approached me.
Yeah.
If you can actually offer them this video, you also
Yeah.
have the tour,
Yeah.
and then you actually help them to publish it
Yeah.
on the social media and gain
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Wow, this this is no brainer
Yeah.
for owner. I'm
Yeah.
trying to imagine myself I'm an owner
Yes.
and an agent actually approached me in such a way.
Yeah.
No brainer. No brainer.
Yeah.
Like the type of agents that I want to
Correct.
choose to be
Correct.
in.
Correct. Yeah. So that's how we do it. And also to couple off, that's long form video, right? So we also want to target short form video, the people that have less attention span. So what we do is from long form video, we use a software to cut it into like 10 seconds to 20 seconds video, like a clickbait, so that they will watch our YouTube channel.
Then there's a link to the
Correct.
long form.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Nice,
And
nice.
on our website.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how we do it. That's the funnel lah.
Okay, so to those of you on the Zoom, if you have more questions, feel free to shoot it over. And no, I've actually second person will actually tell me that I need to be closer to the mic.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm closer. So let me know if you can hear me
Yeah.
clearly. No, with a lot of like it's not easy for anyone to be in camera, even for myself, like recording myself or even even do a selfie and all. Like people say, hey, you're so easy to actually do it because you have to just keep doing it and just don't care what people say, right?
Yeah.
No, creating a content is very daunting to agents, especially those who are very shy in front of the camera. How do you actually overcome? Or you are already like, I'm actually just like in front of the camera.
No, not at all. Okay. So I think it takes like what you say, the first few times you feel very awkward.
Yeah.
You will feel that you will fumble your words and things like that. But again, there's no shortcut. It's always to practice, right? And I know that some of our videos gets a lot of negative comments as well.
Really?
Yeah, you'll be surprised. You can go and scroll down our YouTube videos. Like
even the public comments.
Yeah, public comments. Yeah, they will just say that, really negative things. But what I tell my team is, comments are still comments. Bad publicity is still publicity, right? We just need to be very aware and filter out what are comments that are constructive, that would help us to be a better presenter. I mean, some bad comments which you can just ignore because we just can't please everyone.
Yep.
So, like I think Anita did struggle a few home tour shoot. Like she keep fumble and then she have to do a lot of retakes and whatnot. But I think right now she also told us that she's willing to do more so that she gets better at it. So I feel agents right now, if you have the opportunity. And I think for our agents, we all know that we already invest so much on hiring people and the equipments and whatnot. We only need you to show up, right? So for our agents, I would tell them that you just need to show up and you will get better. And not only that you are giving values to your clients, you are also building your own personal branding.
Yeah, and also the confidence level.
Correct. So I like that, everyone is trying their best. I think I still have my flaws. I still have weaknesses, so much to improve on. I still can't do a home tour shoot without a script. I think when Property Lim Brothers, right, he does it without a script anymore.
No more script.
He just researched. He memorized it. No more script. So I can't do that yet. So slowly getting there and also trying to think of what buyers want to know about the house. I think sometimes when we do home tour shoot, we would tend to hide the weaknesses of the house. So for example, if the house is facing T junction, maybe we are like, oh, should we mention it or should we not? But I think personally, maybe other agents may not agree with me. Is that personally, I feel that why not you just tell it? Even though the
just blend into the story.
Yeah, just blend into a storyline. Let everyone knows that it's facing T junction or is west facing, all these stuff. It's okay because there's gonna be one buyer that doesn't mind paying and staying in that house because anyway we're selling sub-sale houses, so the house is already being occupied anyway. So someone really do not really mind and still choose to stay in that house. So I still do believe that. We don't need to hide too much of our weaknesses, but just tell it as a fact.
Yeah, I think in fact, the buyer would appreciate that a little bit more, right? Because like I've watched your video and you didn't actually hide the details from me.
Yeah.
And when I come here, it's exactly what you have actually told me, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That helps a lot.
That's our aim lah.
Yeah. So what are the like give us like 3 tips, as a beginner.
Okay.
If I want to do this shooting, I want to embark into this, right? What are the 3 tips that you will give to me as how you have started?
Okay, maybe number one, prepare a script. I think script is very, very important. It's our anchor, like I will call it. Print it out, memorize it. And then number 2, it's lighting is very important. I feel that every video, if you do not have good lighting, it actually ruins everything.
Lighting, yeah.
Lighting. Yeah. So if you're going for a home tour shoot and the place is really dark, I do, recommend that invest in a portable lighting and just create extra lighting lah. So it will actually makes your face look better, the place looks better. Number 3 is audio. No one likes to watch a video without good audio, right? So invest in a good mic, and then just talk. That's it. You need a script,
good.
lights, and audio.
What about being shy, How can I
It's okay.
overcome?
Those are like, because you memorize, so the script comes into play. The script will help you to increase confidence, practice in front of the mirror, and just talk to someone like how you would sell. Actually, all agents already know how to talk. Just imagine you are talking without a camera. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, most agencies. So if you can bring me the customers that I can close, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like most
Correct,
agents will actually
correct.
tell us that
Yes.
as well. Okay. So like okay, the next question I want to ask you is what type of video contents actually works best for real estate agents? Right? Is it like property tours, is it market updates, or is it something else, or personal branding building?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay, I'm not a fan of keep producing content that is all on personal branding, because I feel that doesn't really add value to the clients.
It's not so much about yourself, it's actually about them.
Yes, correct. So when we do property tour, if you ask me to choose, right, I don't think I can choose any one that is more important. But it's more like a priority thing that we're trying to do. So for example, for us, right, podcast only came in, I think the second month when we set up media team. Okay, the first month was really focusing about property tours. Okay, why we did that is because we already promised our clients to do it. Okay, so we want to put in more energy and effort to make it better, to refine it, and also to cut down on editing time. So we have already cut down our editing time from 14 days of editing to now 10 days.
14 days.
14
when they
days.
first started.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit long is because our videographers are not the advanced type of videographers, right? So they need time, and property shooting is a very niche thing. So if you go out right now and you want to hire someone that has experience in shooting property, it's going to be a little bit tough. So when it's something that is a bit more niche, the videographers takes time to get familiar to how to shoot a house. How to shoot a house with presenter, how to do it in a way that is pleasing to our eyes. So all these things needs time to practice lah. So home tour to me, it's all about making the house shine. Not so much about a presenter. It's about your property should be the superstar.
Yeah, I think that will also change the landscape of how it has been done in the past. It's always focusing on the presenter themselves.
Yeah.
That's why the last I think 2 weeks prior that we have the first with Google Business with Francis, and then we actually have with Roslan's when we talk about the drone, using drone. What about in terms when you do this, so do you actually use drone as well?
Yeah, we do. So it's really a full package lah, the whole drone, because they need to see the overview of the house, the location. We have our drone, we have one iPhone and one camera at the moment. We are planning to buy another camera. So I don't know, back to the question, I won't choose anything that is more important than another. It's just different content serves different purposes. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Do you actually have a specific process or checklist that you do? I know that you have the script.
Yes.
No, apart from that, is there like a to-do list that to make sure that these are all done pre, during, and actually post?
We are still figuring that out. So we don't have a proper SOP because I think for media, we change quite fast. So I think we did try to use a project management tool to manage it. But in the end, we sort of like gave up because there's so many changes that the tool cannot help. So we just go back to old school whiteboard and then just change our deadline, just change our planning there and then. So we do have certain sort of like a guideline lah. So pre-home tour shoot right now, we 1 week in advance, the media team and the agents are supposed to discuss and tell the media what is the house about, how the house look like, because obviously the media team didn't go and see the house before, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of time when they go and shoot, it's probably their first time seeing the house. So imagine that, you know, in the past we used to do that way, and then the videographer caught off guard because, oh my God, this is a 4-story bungalow. So then the shooting time will become longer, which we didn't factor that in.
Now they
we
need
took
to
it for
do
granted. Yes.
the research prior to that. Or they
Correct.
probably need to visit the place a day earlier.
We don't need to visit the place, but the agent's supposed to communicate everything to the videographers. So when I say everything is, if we have 360 scan, then we have to show the videographer this is the house. If we don't have, we show as many photos as possible. We explain, you know, like the route that we're going to take. You know, you're going to start with the living room and then dining room and then things like that. So these are the things that the pre-planning have to be done 1 week before the shooting day. And then on the shooting day, if there is still decluttering to do, then everyone have to come and chip in and just remove things from the surface so that it looks pleasant. Then we will start shooting. So after shooting, then after the presenter shooting, one videographer is doing the presenter shoot, the other one is doing B-rolls, which means
in the rest of
correct,
the other
correct.
clips and images.
And then at the end only they will do the drone shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So the whole process takes about 3 hours right now, shooting day.
So a lot of things has been really coming down because of the consistency and
Correct.
the way that you're actually doing it
Yes.
right now.
Yeah. So we're getting used to it. I think the first video shoot, it took us more than 3 hours, almost 4 hours for a home tour shoot. And then the presenter gets so tired. And then you will see that maybe our facial expression also getting a bit more frustrated towards the end because there's so many NG, retake. The presenter holding the videographer holding the gimbal and a heavy camera also getting like tired.
So who is the one who actually say, okay, cut? Or who is the person who say, okay, you got to redo this?
So the videographer has to do it.
The videographer.
Yes.
Yeah. What about the details of the property? So actually he just followed the script.
He just followed the script.
So you approve the script.
Yes. So the agents are supposed to write the script and then let the videographer to see maybe 1 or 2 days in advance. They can still try to improve and improvise. Then on the day shooting, the videographer will just follow the script, follow the flow. After that, you have to edit. Supposedly you have to edit your script to make sure that the videographer can follow the script to edit. Yeah.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
Now I have this one very important question. No? Do you have podcast
Yes.
every Wednesday morning?
Yeah.
Then you have home tour.
Yes.
And then you have to see clients by yourself.
Yeah.
Can you share with us, right? Monday to Sunday, right?
Yeah.
How's your day like? You know?
Very good. I still have very good work-life balance. And the key is really because we are in a team. I think without having this team structure, this whole thing will not work at all. I highly doubt that any solo agent can do this consistently. So right now, our home tour shoot normally takes place on a Monday or Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesdays?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Either Monday or Tuesday, depending, because our clients sometimes are unavailable at Monday, then they will say Tuesday. So we always keep that home tour shoot beginning of the week.
How many can you do in a
Once
day?
a week.
Once a week?
Only one.
Only one.
We wanted to do 2 home tours in 1 day, but cannot because the presenter, actually it's not so much on the videographer cannot cope. It's more on the presenter because it's actually very draining. And we are still quite new.
You could have like the one presenter in the morning and another presenter in the afternoon.
We haven't reached that part lah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we have
So there will be 2 videos, 2 home tours per week. Then Monday,
yeah.
Tuesday.
So something that we want to work towards too, but at this moment, we don't have the capacity yet. Yeah, we still want to. We don't want to be too aggressive. I think that's the danger of it. When we start out, we were very aggressive. We told everyone in the team that
You must do it.
You must post something every single day. That was the goal.
Okay, so then you must share something on social media every day.
Every day. And this is not just sharing story, it's really a post, a video. So that was the goal. And I felt that when we chase such a goal, right, then we also ask ourselves, if it's burning our team out, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Because we will get tired so
And
easily.
you no longer enjoy it.
Yeah, correct. So we sort of, trying to take our foot off the gas a little bit. Right now, we are still posting every day, but perhaps maybe sometimes we will drop the ball once a day. I think we are okay with it. Last time we are not okay. I was like, no, it's not okay. Why is it not posted?
Joanne, really?
Yeah, but now it's like, okay, it's fine. It's really okay. Let's work on it. And I think we are also in a season where we want to create different content because I think for the past 2 months, 2 to 3 months already, we've been doing the same style. So podcast on Wednesday, home tour shoot Monday or Tuesday, and the home tour shoot is the same style. And then we have another thing called the VO Reels. So VO Reels are short 1 minute home tour video and it's voiceover.
Okay.
Yes, so we have that, and that would take place normally on Thursday or Friday. So imagine 1 week we have home tour shoot long form, we have podcast, and we have VO. So it's actually quite busy already. And because we are right now trying to think of, is there another way of doing content? So that's why I told them that it's okay that we drop the ball. It's okay that sometimes 1 week we don't have a home tour because we are just trying and brainstorm how can we do our home tour better, or how can we do other content better.
Does anyone who want to join your team must do home tour?
Not a must. Okay, currently, no, not a must. Not everyone in our team has already tried home tour.
Okay.
But majority have already tried. Okay, majority have already tried. So we don't force it. Most importantly, I think if you join our team, it's not my goal to make you to become the best presenter. It is still
Pick the most money.
Yes, we still need you to go do sales to meet clients and close deals. That's for sure. But the whole media thing is another skill set that we hope that everyone would take it up, because it's your whole overall growth as a person. Yeah. If you're on the ground doing sales all the time and you never try new things, then I will also feel that I will push you lah. Why not you try? I know you are the best Asian top producer, but I think by giving you an opportunity to do branding, why not?
Yeah.
Because we already have the resources.
Yeah. In fact, it's actually more plus than anything else.
Exactly.
What about yourself personally? How's like your Monday to Sunday look
So
like
for
yourself
myself,
as a
I
person?
still do sales. So now I have to go back to sales, but I won't be as aggressive in my sales appointment anymore. Yeah. So my role right now is still very much on the media side. And then
so you're
Jonathan
managing
Quack,
the media?
Correct. So Jonathan Quack will be more on the ground. So he will definitely be more on appointments than me, but he will be less appearance on media, if you get what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Just how you are complement one another.
Yeah. That's how we do it.
For yourself, you haven't get to the gist of the things,
okay. So for example,
share with us what actually
today we have this Winning Monday live, right? So tomorrow we have a home tour show I'm doing with Max. Wednesday I have Ignite training. And then I think that's it for in terms of media appearance, is these 3 things lah. And then sales will just happen after the day because it will only take half a day to do media stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, then the other half of the day, I will just go on appointments, see clients, and do things like
You're
that.
still actively engaged with your clients,
yes, for
selling
sure.
properties, and all. I think that's important.
Yeah, but the number, of course, it's not so big anymore. But I do more quality follow-ups and more quality listings. Yeah. So for John and I to be involved in a deal, right? Both of us are more selective. We would actually 100% is right now is exclusive basis. Then it's only worth our time doing for both of us.
For both of you,
yes,
but the rest of agents, you don't make it compulsory for them.
Not at all. Yeah.
So we talk a lot about the good things, right?
Yes.
So let's hear about the
not so
ugly
nice
side of the things, right? In terms of the failure, in terms of the challenges that you face as you build JDot, right? Yeah.
So the challenges a lot. I think the first month when we get people in, right? We have so many HR issues because we didn't hire correctly. We have to manage personnel. I mean, from sales agent to manage personnel, to me, it's
completely
the biggest
different
challenge.
things altogether.
Different challenge, a salary package, you have to deal with questions like, can they work remotely? Can they not? How do you, what kind of boss you want to be? And then if they are not performing, what can you do? You should fire fast. So we are also not that type of person that can quickly fire. Yeah, so that also, to me, it's the biggest challenge. The personnel, handling personnel is my biggest challenge to set up the team. And the second biggest challenge is obviously content. Like, I now have to think of, okay, what to do next, what's the direction, and then we have to plan how many episodes we want to do, how many home tours, and all these things. I think it's challenging because we are just not used to it.
Mm.
But right now we're starting to get a hang of it, then it becomes okay. You know, it's actually doable, it's manageable to do home tour shoot every week. I think it's always the first part because the learning curve is so steep. I have to learn about what camera to buy, you know, I have to research YouTube, listen to reviews, like, you know, because I'm not the tech part. And then you also need to feedback with your videographers, what kind of equipment you are most comfortable and can churn out the work fast enough. So the reason why the first equipment that we bought was an iPhone is because we didn't buy a camera first. It's because it's too technical to learn. And if everyone is at an amateur level, I think an iPhone is the best equipment to invest.
So this is the tips for everyone, no? Like use iPhone instead of like, the DSLR. The camera,
it just takes too long to learn the functions and the editing. I don't know, whatever mode it is. But if you can just start with iPhone, I think just go with it. So
way much simpler.
Exactly.
Easy to operate.
And then there's so many apps that can help you with it, the editing and whatnot. So I think the biggest challenge is that the personnel and the equipments, trying to learn equipments and content. These are the three biggest roadblocks.
So how do you overcome those, right? These are the challenges. I know the learning curve is definitely steep.
Very steep.
And often, let's say for example, for any one of us, when we want to learn something new, it's tougher to ask, right? Hey, can you? And we're not too sure, if let's say, for example, someone come and ask you, Joanne, I also want to set up something like this. Would you teach me? Like, I'm not too sure, even though you are willing, people are like, are you sure? Joanne is willing to even share that, right?
I think for sure that we are willing to share, because I think sharing like that on Winning Monday, it's not difficult. But I think the hardest part is even after you listen to the whole episode, will you actually go and do it?
Exactly.
So to me, actually I forgot the most difficult thing was the money.
The money.
It's the money. We already spend more right now. Actually, I forgot. We actually bought 2 new PC for editing. So the whole 2 new PC already cost us 8K. It's just crazy. So to me, it's like, wow, like what you say, after spending so much money, after giving so much content, right, when would the money come back in? Okay, so Jonathan and I will always remind each other that this is a long-term game.
It's a long-term game.
It's a really long-term game, and we are just starting out for 3 months. I don't think anybody that does media would immediately see return in 3 months, because media is something very different from sales. Okay, media, it's really a medium and a platform for people to know you, to get knowledge, to get values, and then you nurture, and that's where you get your leads, and then you nurture and hopefully convert to dollars and cents. So media is something that right now we can't quantify of like, hey, I already spent 10K this month to buy equipment. Next month, I need to get my 10K back from media. No way lah. It's unfortunately, it's no way.
But for very sure, if we look at it on the long term, right, we have this, like Simon Sinek said, the infinite games, right?
Correct.
So if you look at it that way, definitely, in terms of the long term way, you were able to gain it back.
I think one thing that we got from our coach is you see, when we advertise listings, we obviously will go on portals, the most straightforward way, and then we will pay money, refresh and refresh and refresh. Each time you post, it will only last 90 days on portals, and then you have to repost or re-advertise, and then you have the premium feature. And then when it's gone, it's gone. Nobody can remember that listing anymore. Nobody can remember you anymore. But for media, every money that we spend, right, we post it on YouTube or social media, it all belongs to us forever until we choose to delete it.
No one will ever delete it, right?
Exactly.
And it stays there. The good thing is that anything that actually you posted online, it stays there. Even though it's the very beginning, you don't have much views, likes, it doesn't really matter, because no beginners start with like hundreds of thousands, right? But eventually, as you see it, when you go, now you have over 100.
Yes. I was quite
100.
surprised. About more than 100 videos on YouTube now. And I think what you say is so true, is because I remember 3 years ago, there was property in Country Heights. I did a video. This was before Reapfield. Okay, I did a video and I left it there. And guess what? The buyer watched the video 2 years after the video.
later.
And he bought it.
2
And
years
he
later,
bought
you
it.
watch it.
Yeah,
and
he
then you
watched
bought
it and he bought it.
Wow.
Because,
How
I
do you
mean,
know that? Because of
Because I
that?
asked him,
Okay.
like, hey, how do you know about this property? Because I no longer list it on portals because it's been 2 years, right? I don't want to waste more money to advertise it. So I just left it on YouTube. But the property is still available for sale.
Oh.
Yeah. So 2 years later, it was a 6 million deal. So in a sense, you ask me, is it worth it? For sure it's worth it, but it will take like years.
Yeah, it will take years. Yeah, it would
Yeah.
definitely take years.
Yeah.
Now we will take a short break where we'll bring in the announcement. So
Sure.
after announcements, we'll come back to have the last 2 questions
Okay.
for you.
Can.
Yeah, I won't tell you the question yet.
Okay. Can.
Okay, let's bring in the announcement. We're waiting for announcement. If you have questions for Joanne, no, this is the best time before we let her go.
Yes.
All right, first announcement we have, this is the weekly Ignite calendar. So you know, right, if you want to meet with Joanne, so this Wednesday, this is where you can really get a selfie with her. So like, this is the calendar on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this Ignite, that's we will have We Buyer with Amiro, Work with Buyers and Sellers with Joanne on Wednesday, and Thursday we have Negotiate Offer with I Ching, and on Friday we get the close with Mr. Ganesh. So these are the 4 days. So please make sure you sign up for this. Yeah, next. Okay, becoming a $1 million realtor. So this is a preview. This evening. So 23rd of September, this evenings, and also the next Monday as well, 7 p.m. to 8:30 at KW Malaysia office. Now feel free to, if you are exploring if you're looking for an agency to be part of, feel free to come over and contact any of our agents, and also our agents who are listening right now. Please make sure you bring your friends, the family who want to explore this industry. Bring them over so that we can actually share with them a real more details on how you can become a $1 million realtor. Next. All right, and for those who actually already signed up for a $1 Million Realtor program by Sifu Colin Tan, so on the 8th and 9th of October and 15th to 16th of October, 4 full days training at Reapfield headquarters. So this is costing about 5,000 ringgit for our agents. If you're not a Keller Williams Malaysia agents, it will actually cost you 10,000. But it's not about the price, because like you don't even get to be trained if you're not be part of us. Do take these opportunities to actually sign up prior to the program. Thank you. Yes, next week we will have Yin Ping from Yin Homes. So we will talk more about how this personal branding go to the next level as well. She did a lot of home tours, and she really focused on the Taman Chun areas. So we have more conversation with Yin Ping next Monday. All right, that's all the announcements for this week. And yes, let's back to Joanne. All right. How do you measure success of your social media campaigns? What key metrics do an agents need to focus on?
I think for sure it's still back to how many likes, how many subscribers, how many followers. And to my surprise, our YouTube channel is actually performing faster or better than our social media. Social media meaning our TikTok, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram at the moment.
So you're in all channels, right?
Yes, except Xiaohongshu. Yeah, except Xiaohongshu. Right. No, we are not on LinkedIn yet. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
So I think the 4 main one was YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, these 4 biggest
So
channels.
out of these 4 that you gain the most tractions on
I
YouTube?
think it's YouTube. Yeah, very surprised. I thought, where everybody told us that nobody watched long form. But in YouTube, we would at least have 1 new subscriber every day.
Organically.
We don't pay ads on YouTube. So everything is organic. So when we see our video reach 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views, right, we're actually really encouraged. I mean, those kind of views that because we don't pay ads. And sometimes when I compare to iProperty portal's impression, I don't even get 1,000 impression on my listing. But my YouTube, I easily in 1 week time will get 1,000. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one post I just posted on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
Actually take the clips from Roslan's drone.
Okay.
How he introduced, I just downloaded
Yeah.
from his YouTube and then I posted on my LinkedIn in less than I think about 4 days.
Yeah.
1,000 views.
See?
Right?
Yeah.
Just for that on LinkedIn itself.
Yes,
Like
yes.
it got to do with, and it's organic. So
Yeah.
we didn't even do much
That's right.
on that.
Yeah.
That's good. Last questions for the day. So what's next for JDot in
Wow.
this digital space?
Okay.
Any exciting developments or brand or trends that you're looking to explore?
Yeah, I think right now, we are still very, very new. We are
Mm.
only 3-4 months, right? We really want to be more consistent. I think consistent is key. We don't want to so quickly pivot to try something really different. So we will still maintain our home tour show, our podcast, our VO. However, during this time, we will also try to think of other new ways, creative ways to show a property. So we want to still solidify our foundation. I think right now it's really about solidifying our foundation. Yes, our podcast will change. Season 2 will change setup, and that's about it in terms of like how to say obvious change if you're talking about. But internally, we just want to work on better with our agents to become better presenters. We still want to shorten our editing time. Hopefully from 14 days, now 10 days can go to 7 days. So as we can shorten all our editing times to be faster, then we can produce more.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are refining our pipelines and systems.
Are you able to give a glimpse preview of season 2?
Not yet.
So secretive.
It's like we only are halfway there planning. It's not a full picture yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it like a brand new, like, because you're gonna set up that it's gonna be different,
Yeah,
even
setup
the
is different.
topic itself and
I think
all
topic
will
is
be-
going to depend. We will have more external guests.
Mhm.
We're going to invite more and more people that we think as people that wants to invest or buy or sell, right, will gain value from these
wow.
people. Yeah.
That's good. I think that is
Yeah.
also good for the interviewer.
Yes.
Like as I do this, right,
Yeah.
I gain a lot of knowledge by just tapping into the
Correct.
knowledge, the years of experience
Yes,
that
that's
everyone
right.
has.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, one final thing is, are you recruiting for any new team members? If anyone interested,
Yeah.
like I think like this will be a channel for
Yeah.
you to also share.
For sure, I think we are always want to welcome really talented, hardworking, a team player. I think most importantly is whoever that believes that you can success through people, you can thrive in a team. We're always welcome to have a chat and to see whether how we can help each other. We'll help you to. We want to add value to you. We also hope that you can contribute something to the team as we grow together.
What's your criteria?
Wow.
Any
I think
criteria
that
any
one-
kind of people that you're looking for?
Definitely someone that is very aggressive. Aggressive meaning, right? You always want to learn and want to achieve better. Someone that always want to have a better version of themselves. I think that's number 1 criteria. Number 2 is like a team player. So it's very difficult when you want to achieve by yourself and you want to be in a team and just think of how we can give value to you only. I think
It's always got to be win-win or no deal.
Correct. It's only win-win and no deal. Yeah. So I think those are the 2 biggest criteria, I would say.
Yeah. So if you are looking for a team to be part of, and if you're looking for an opportunity to be part of the real estate,
yes,
definitely join. JDot team is
JDot,
a team that you want to consider.
Yes.
And I believe that you will get all their contacts from social medias, that they are all over the place.
Yeah.
If you don't know that, you can always contact me as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Joanne. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
joining us
much.
this morning.
Yes.
And I love this new setup. They will give inspirations for KW Malaysia to invest into something like this, so that we can have like these nice studios on our own as well. Thank you so much for those who are on the Zoom and also Facebook. Do text, and also like do your gratitude and thanks to Joanne for joining us this morning. With that, we wish you a great Monday and a great week ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, thanks.
Thank
That's
you.
it, man. Yeah, I believe the music will be coming in. Yep. Okay, great.
Woo! Good.
Arigato. Thank you.